Hello everyone, we have just landed here in Rome. On today's episode of Adventures with Abby, we are here exploring the city of Rome, a city where every corner tells a story, from the mighty empire to the early days of Christianity. One of the most iconic landmarks of Rome is the Colosseum. Construction began almost 2,000 years ago, and it is still standing today. This arena is so large that it could hold up to 50,000 spectators. Some people say even 80,000. This makes it the largest amphitheater ever built. Imagine this stadium filled with cheering crowds, similar to sports arenas today. Instead of football or soccer, the entertainment here was brutal. Gladiators fought each other to the death. Tradition also connects the Colosseum with early Christians. While historians debate how many were actually martyred here, the Colosseum has become a symbol of Christian endurance. Every Good Friday, the Pope leads the Stations of the Cross here, remembering those who kept their faith even in the face of death. Just steps away is the Roman Forum, the heart of ancient Rome. This was where politics, religion, and daily life all came together. Temples, basilicas, and the Senate once stood here. Looking at these ruins, you realize this was the center of the world during Paul's lifetime. And it's here in Rome that Paul himself would one day face trial. Not too far from the Forum is the Mamertine prison, one of the oldest prisons in Rome. It wasn't a place for long sentences. It was a holding cell for important prisoners before they faced execution. Tradition says Paul was imprisoned there before his death. Conditions were harsh, cold, dark, and cramped. Yet even in chains, Paul's faith remained strong. From here, Paul is believed to have written his final letter, 2 Timothy. He wrote, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." These words still inspire Christians around the world today. Another masterpiece of Rome is the Pantheon. Originally built as the temple for all Roman gods, it was later transformed into a Christian church in the 7th century, which is why it's so well preserved today. The Pantheon we see today was rebuilt around 118 AD by Emperor Hadrian after an earlier version burned down. Next on our journey is Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, but one of the richest in art, history, and faith. The Vatican Museums are home to one of the largest and most impressive art collections on the planet. The Vatican Museums hold over 70,000 works of art, from ancient Roman sculptures to Renaissance masterpieces. You could spend days exploring and still not see everything. Highlights include the Gallery of Maps, Raphael's rooms, and countless classical sculptures. Each piece tells a story of Rome's history, the church's influence, and the genius of artists who changed the world. We were unable to film inside the Sistine Chapel, but it was absolutely breathtaking. Michelangelo painted the ceiling between 1508 and 1512, a masterpiece of Renaissance art. He was only 33 when he started, and he painted by lying on his back, which must have been exhausting. The ceiling depicts scenes from Genesis, including the famous creation of Adam, where God reaches out to touch Adam's finger. Every figure is full of emotion and movement. Michelangelo's skill makes the stories come alive. Visiting the Vatican museums and the Sistine Chapel isn't just about looking at art. It's also about stepping into history, faith, and human creativity. Every painting and sculpture reflects centuries of culture and devotion. Right outside of the Vatican, you find St. Peter's Basilica, one of the most magnificent churches in the world. Italian culture is all about living life with passion, through food, music, family, and tradition. It's not just something you see here in Italy, it's something you feel. Food in Italy is more than a meal. It's an experience. Every region has its own specialties. Italians value fresh local ingredients and meals. Meals are meant to be shared. Meals are special and joyful. It's about connecting with others and the food. Music is another heartbeat of Italian culture. Even a simple dinner can feel like a celebration when it's set to music. Thank you for watching another episode of Adventures with Abby, Rome Edition.